everyone. Welcome to the Madness Collective. I am Crescent. My co-host is Antoine.
What's up? It's Friday, niggas.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, oh, Jesus Christ. I need to get it together.
We got a lot to do. Hi. If you are tuning in for the first time, we recap the headlines and, we just kind of moseying our way through this. Both of us need to leave early in the morning. He got to catch a flight. I got to get on the road. So we just work with us, okay? Tonight, just bear with us. We're not supposed to get a clap. When we supposed to get a clap?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. Also, I just realized how hectic behind me looks. I'm still at my mama's house, y'all. Anyway, tonight, Essence Magazine is featuring USHER'S. Yes, they are. Antoine got some images he gonna show y'all. ORENTHAL, James Simpson, he dead, y'all. He dead, for real. Now that was a trial. That was an error, okay? What's up, Tony? Speaking of trials, criminal Trump porn star payoff election interference situation starts on Monday. Meanwhile, President Biden out here still channeling Oprah and trying to just not give y'all money, but handle this student loan forgiveness situation. Like, you get one. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to hook it up. What's up, Karen? Kat Lum. I can't wait to hopefully they meet you in person. Kat. CAH.
You keep saying cat, like cat.
I know.
I know it's hard.
Column.
Ka. Think of like a parakeet or something.
You know what? I was like, I don't know where he's going with that. Okay. Last, also, Showtime is no longer streaming solo. I mean, I have comments about this whole streaming thing, so that's the reason why it's on that show flow. Okay. What's up, CJ? Okay. Oh, I didn't see Tony's comment. I just thought he popped up. I'm like, where the hell are they? I thought no show Monday, playing with my emotions. No. We here. We just had to get some shit together.
It's good to know, though, because I think some people, I don't know how they're affected by it when it goes, because, I always send it out late. Eventually it's going to go out the night before the reminder that YouTube posts. But yeah, I wonder if some people click on that when we go live, or if they just go, they already know and they just go there. I'm curious.
I don't know. The militia be coming in, so we love you guys.
Yeah, it's like class for them.
I appreciate that. I seriously appreciate that. Thank you. We're gonna get it right though, because you're militia. You're part of the militia now. So okay, so update. So Wednesday we were talking about the whole J. Cole Kendrick situation, Drake, Big Three, whatever. So headline, J. Cole removed Kendrick Lamar diss track 7-minute drill from streaming services. I think that just happened today. So he just took the track off of all streaming platforms.
He full of shit for that. If I bought the album, I bought it based on that fucking song being on there. And these fans love beef. It's part of the culture. So I don't know what he's doing, but it's not cute. You need to stop playing. Stop playing. Go in on the little nigga. We want you to.
Oh, also, I got somebody sent me a text that said Drake allegedly was about to drop something on Kendrick. This was supposed to have happened by today, like midnight last night. I ain't seen shit, and that will be interesting. So,
that Drake was supposed to drop something
on Kendrick, like in response to Kendrick.
I mean, the thing, Drake is. I mean, I know you don't like him. Drake is not a bad rapper. He's effective.
No, Drake against Meek Mill. That was a time, okay? Like his hits on Meek. But then is
that a world tour or your girls tour?
Okay. Bars, right?
That one, that's the one that got me.
Right? But then Pusha T bodied this Negro, okay? And he ain't been right since. So,
well, technically, remember now, truth be told,
yes,
I was able to recite an actual lyric. Pusha didn't actually decimate him lyrically. He killed him with tea.
Oh, that's
killed
fine.
him with tea. That's all I'm saying. Like you said, rap is changing. It used to be where you destroyed your foe with your lyrical prowess. Now you send out private investigators and you get all the tea. And it don't matter how you frame it. I can't name one line that Pusha threw at Drake, but I know all the shit he found out through nefarious means. I know that much.
But also though, Pusha T's delivery and the crafting of the sharing of the tea, that shit was genius. He starts out, because I went back and forth with a friend the other night. First 2 words, easy money. Nigga, what we about to do? Then the rest of it, whatever. Drug dealing aside, ghostwriting aside, let's have a heart-to-heart about your pride. But when he hit the M's count different when baby divides apply, then says, wait. Wait. So sorry. Anyway, that response. So look, Drake is, but also feel like Drake is not the rapper he used to be. I don't know what that's about. I miss the old Drake. So I don't know. I don't know what would come out now. It'd be interesting to see. Hey guys. Yeah. Hey Teresa.
What's up?
So anyway, but if you bought the actual, who buys actual like CDs anymore? If you got J. Cole CD, then you have it. But if you bought it online, streaming or whatever, however that works, yeah, you don't. It's gone now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the difference. Because if you buy it, you have what was available. As far as I know, they can't snatch it back. Even because we used to buy the digital versions. I don't think they can snatch it back. But if you're streaming, I guess that's the difference. When you're streaming, you can choose to remove or add. Because Kanye used to add stuff to albums. He would release an album and then he'd be like, "Yeah, I wasn't finished with that one. I reworked it." So then he would,
that.
Yeah, I think he did that with The Life of Pablo. So yeah, that's a good point. As a fan, I would still be pissed. But you know what? Just go on the YouTube and that song is it's in perpetuity. It will be available on Al Gore's internet. So
okay, true. So, and just to finish this up, said the song, from this article, the song was actually roundly rejected by hip hop fans for its weak disses. I don't think it was that weak.
I didn't think it was.
And it didn't take long for Cole to try and backtrack. Again, people's assessment of hip hop now slightly different, but whatever. So, just a few days. Remember, he apologized. That's what we were talking about on Wednesday. Now he's removed it. He was like saying that if you go on Spotify, like where that record or that track is now grayed out and it's unavailable on Apple Music. So. Yeah, wait, it has been the most streamed song on the album on both platforms up to this point.
This makes no fucking sense.
He
came at you.
He didn't feel like. Go ahead.
He came at you and he was not nice about it. He does this shit all the time. Like, we know y'all not really mad at each other. It's about, and that's the nice thing. They keep it lyrical. You know you ain't finna see J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar out in these streets fighting each other. They don't move like that. So we know it's not violent. That's the fun part of it, is that you're playing the dozens with other rappers.
Yeah.
Like, why you don't want to participate? Nigga, stop. Stop playing with us.
Y'all know J. Cole sensitive. But that's okay though. I like it about you. His sensitivity comes across in a way that I can respect as opposed to Drake's emo bullshit. So I can fuck with J. Cole on that. Anyway, so a headline that I told Antoine about right as we were about to go live is something I saw on Twitter like a few minutes ago. So here's the headline. Sources confirm The Breakfast Club is to be dropped from 105.3 FM's lineup in Atlanta. They said, no, we good. Goodbye. Done with you.
Wait, Antoine, that's their flagship station, right?
Oh, is it? I don't know Atlanta radio like that.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. In New York, are they on Power? What are they? It's 94.7? Is it 94.7 in New York that they're on, or is it 105?
I think it was 105.
Okay, so the numbers are just the same in two different markets. That's what's confusing me. I'm like, yeah, New York probably, okay, you said it's in Atlanta. They must have a 105. Because remember, we had one here, but I guess to set themselves apart, they changed it to Power 106. Big Boy's Neighborhood used to be on Power 105.9, but they just pushed it up to 106. Okay, so there's a 105. So there's probably a 105 in every market with Negroes in it.
Facts. It's Power 105 in New York. That's what they're on.
Okay, but the one they got dropped from in Atlanta is also a 105.
I think it's 105.3.
Okay,
This other one is 105.9.
Got you.
Yes. I was like, wait,
That's
what
confusing.
is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. So, yeah, no more Breakfast Club on 105.3. So, here is one response to it on Twitter. The reality is the addition of Jess makes this show unbearable to listen to because you have three misinformed individuals debating on topics they have no range to discuss. This is from @BobbyKingDeal. I cringed bad at the Nikki Haley and Candace Owens interviews. Also, they are low-key Trump supporters with all the Democratic hate they regurgitate. Okay, words.
I mean, and look, I'm not gonna celebrate anybody's bad getting fucked with, but the things that these people, the beefs, the speaking engagements, the things that they say outside of the show, because the show be problematic enough, but then you go on other platforms and you say other shit where you got the lighting, you got the makeup, and you got writers and shit. So it's like that. People don't agree with the shit that y'all doing outside of the show because the show is already problematic. And again, they hit the nail on the head when they, Jess Hilarious is supposed to be the balancing act to keep y'all honest.
How?
No, I ain't never. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like, it really shows you how important Angela Yee's presence was to that dynamic between the three. Because you got one of them is a bump on the log. One of them is like, knowledge is power, but what you gonna do with that? Like, it's that one. It's like, with great power comes great responsibility, and nigga, you fail, and y'all know which one that is. And then, and you know who the bump on the log is. And then, Angela Yee, I think now we thought Angela was kind of dry, but she just kept. She was the good cop. She played the straight man. Like she just gave you the facts, tried to stay impartial, and kept it at that. And when they said goofy shit, she would correct them.
That part.
But now it's just a festival of just fuckery.
Yeah, that could pull out. And actually, this one tweet basically said the same thing you just said. Angela Yee was the only one that kept checks and balances. She was impartial, didn't have an agenda. Y'all just hated her because she had the role of probably orchestrated being the rumor mill. But to your point, like, she also kind of came off sometimes as being like dry. So
because even now, even now with, I've seen at least 3 Jess with the mess segments where Jess is in the mess that she's reporting on, which means you're taking over Angela Yee's role, but you out in these streets fucking with everybody. Saying derogatory, insensitive shit. You can't be, and I think, you know what? That's what it is now. That is, I don't want to say the downfall because I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon, but that is the problem. The Breakfast Club used to reside in a dimension separate from what they reported on. Now they are constantly reported on individually. DJ Envy.
That real estate mess.
The real estate fraud, cheating on his wife with Erica Mena, them going on a tour, to the different talk shows, getting in the beef with, what's the Bodega Boys? What was it? They show is over with now.
Desus and Miro.
Yeah. Now remember, we go put one on the show at some point, but remember when they went on the Breakfast Club, DJ Envy tried to get brolic with them because he said, y'all disrespected my wife. And it's like, your wife was in a news cycle with you because you cheated on her. Now you fucking up. You a radio personality ended up in a news cycle. That's everybody could talk about it. So when they went back to their show, they got real, disrespectful, and they had the angry light skin meter in the lower right corner, and they did a recap of the episode, and every time Envy got a little angry, the light skin meter, his head was shake. But that's their problem, is that Envy got all this shit where he in the fucking news cycle, Charlamagne stay in the news cycle, and Jess stay in the news cycle. You can't. That's why Wendy used to say she wouldn't rub shoulders with celebrities because it would affect her ability to be impartial when she was reporting on the rumors and the gossip. So,
well, yeah. and the things that are being said, like the stuff with DJ Envy, that real estate shit, that's messy as hell, right? Like your boy he deserves to be in jail, right? Like he took people's money. That's a mess. And for you not to know, that just either you're lying or you really are just that motherfucking stupid. I don't know what it is. I don't care. It's not a good look, right? One. Two, the other thing about Charlemagne is, on the Daily Show, out here talking about DEI is bullshit. Like, dude, you're not helping, right? Like, you're out here actively, potentially, seemingly supporting motherfuckers staying at home during this election. Like, you are getting called out in a bunch of different spaces. So what will be interesting about this is, because y'all have bosses, okay? There is somebody you niggas a check. If they're like, okay, 105.3 in Atlanta, that's a pretty big fucking market.
Yes.
So what adjustment are we about to make, team? Right? And then so knowing that Jess became, is now part of the posse officially, I was like, she's not going to be a calming force. Like, I mean, that's
no
calming presence. Like, that's not who she is. And out the gate, that stuff with the lady Teresa, the whole dating, married a crazy man, the narcissist.
Oh, yeah, Risa Tisa.
Thank you, Risa Tisa. Out the gate, Jess was like full support of Charlemagne's fuckery. So I'm like, this is all bad. All three of y'all are terrible.
Misgendering niggas. It was all over the place.
All right, we're moving on, because this wasn't even on show floor. I just saw it. Because I'm sorry, Antoine. At the 1 hour mark, we're done. I don't care what we are through.
Oh, that's fine. Shit. I still gotta work some. Yeah, Colin, I agree. I think you were here and we mentioned it before. The Angela Rye support is just astounding to me. She's better than that. I'm not go hold a grudge against her. I don't know what she was told. I don't know if she told her some reading was gonna be done, some charm school, somebody's gonna go to charm school or some shit. But that did not sit well with us.
I'm gonna say this about that. When people show you who they are, believe them. Okay. Unless there has been a whole type of I'm going on some type of redemption tour, and I'm taking note of the things that I've said and done in the past. And
that already happened. Happened once before.
That happened with the rape allegations and all that shit. It didn't happen with some of the political shit he said.
What I'm saying is that about 3 years ago, he said, I'm trying to unlock my better self, and he stopped talking about people in the same way that he did before. That was supposed to be his come to Jesus moment. And that's when you started getting a little more of the intellectual side of him. But slowly but surely, what pulled him back into the other side? Was the basketball player from his hometown, the one that created a channel and got all them followers and then started talking a little too crazy. Yes.
Oh, that was a time.
Yeah, that pulled him back. That took him out his spirit. And ever since then, it's a seesaw. It'll be like, oh, okay, you said something, profound, and then it goes back to some goofy shit. It goes back and forth. That's my
point, though, right? In the last year and a half, 2 years, you've been back on the fuck shit. However it happened. Like, so I'm not putting my good name next to your name while you still on it. Look, we might be cool behind the scenes, but I'm not about to be out here holding your hand, skipping with your ass down the sidewalk. Nah, B, you out here reckless.
I think she may have, unfortunately, this the only logic I can make out of it. He does have a large platform, and hers is nowhere near as big as his. So maybe she thought being attached to him would in some way pull her platform up by its bootstraps. Other than that, I don't understand why she would have.
I mean, she had a whole show on CNN. One of them, she had a show on some place, like her own Angela Rye, does the thing. So, but I hear you in terms of like consistency and like broadly speaking, big platform.
And the nature of the audience too, because she has a more educated audience by default. His audience is going to be more of the people that she should be trying to reach. So I don't know. I wish she would speak on. I wish she would speak on it.
No, it's good. Actually, sis, keep it moving. Because honestly, personally, I wouldn't put my good name next to that. But anyway, Okay, moving on.
Tony said what pulled him back into it is that he's ratchet at heart.
He had to get back to his roots. Sorry. I tried. Leopard ain't fully changed his spots. Anyway, so Usher's in essence. So this is from Gossip. I'm gonna just read the first paragraph. It looks like the social media speculation was true. R and Zaddy Usher is the third panty melter named as one of Essence's sexiest men of the moment. And he's doing so while moistening 8701 knickers nice and slow. Gossip writing is so out of control. So other people are is it Damson, Idris, Russell Wilson, Daniel Kaluuya, Coleman Domingo. I know he not checking for me, but I'm checking for you, Coleman.
Russell is snack too. I mean, all of them are snacks. All of them are snacks. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I
can keep just saying some stuff if you want to start showing pictures. Okay. So he spoke about his life as a father of 4 and the impact of his Las Vegas residency, which ended in December of last year. Ooh, okay, I see you. And then this is what he said as part of the article. He said this was about offering people something that was new. I'm slightly distracted by the photo, but I'm gonna keep going. This is about offering people something that was new. A Black audience that did not exist in Las Vegas and the Black dollar that did not exist in Las Vegas. Where casino owners didn't know that there was that person who had that extra $2,000 or $3,000 to spend. I find that interesting, but okay, sure. Also, he did say, furthermore, I was really blown away when I arrived that there wasn't a union for minorities. Now that I could totally see. And then a tour is coming. Okay, in the water. Okay, Antoine, you said you had comments. You had
wait. Wait, Nev, maybe the man currently on the screen might do something for you because that nigga is not Usher. I don't know what they did to his face right here. That don't even look like him. They stretched this because he has. That's what. Because I don't like doing. I told y'all we have to stop comparing people to animated creatures or just animals in general. But y'all called him a Monchichi. I did not call him that. Part of the reason.
I call Candace Owens a Monchichi. I have never called Usher that.
Okay, somebody said it. So, part of that is because his brow is so low on his head, which is whatever. It was whatever. But they stretched his head out on this picture, and it looks like a completely different person. And look. Tried to clean it up by showing us some thigh meat to throw us off the scent. That is not you. He looks good. Ain't no need to, Okay. Ain't no need to sugarcoat. Wait, let me hit the next button. Oh, then we get a close up of it. Okay.
Okay, that's a little bit. That's a little bit. That's a little bit much for me.
Yeah, Usher always been cute.
I don't always like those the toothpick type. I don't.
They feel too inauthentic and staged.
It feels real. I'm not gonna say ghetto. It just is giving me an energy that I don't want.
Yeah, he looks really. He still essentially looks the same. His face hasn't changed much. He keeps himself in shape. The skin is always flawless. He looks really good.
No. Hang here for a second. Okay, here's the thing. Clearly, his body looks great. White looks great on him. However, we cannot be in a club and I see this on a Negro that might be interested in me because this is not going anywhere. Okay.
No.
Modeling purposes only.
Yes. Photo shoot couture is very different from club couture. Although it's a nigga looking at this like ain't gotta look no more. Know what I'm wearing to the club on Saturday. It's somebody that's saying that right now. Oh, them some dad jeans like a motherfucker though. Them jeans don't have no style to them. At least wear some shit Fashion Nova is putting out into.
Fashion Nova.
60 seconds with Usher. What is this all about?
Is he got on like the white button down? Is that what that shirt was?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I think it's I watched this. Let me see. Maybe it's gonna send me.
I'm gonna be real honest with y'all today. My first celebrity crush was Chili.
Didn't they date?
I think I was 11.
That's what's ironic about it. He had a crush on her when he had a crush on her when he was a little boy, and then he ended up dating her.
I'm like, we know that.
A talent that people would be surprised to know that I have. I'm really good at sitting in cold water. You know how people do cold dips?
This is stupid.
They really think it's weird when I do it because I'll sit in there like 10, 20 minutes. I don't really have days off.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Choose to take some time off or not
I
work.
didn't need the audio, okay?
Yoga,
Nigga, the audio sets it off.
I'm a homebody, man. I really like to be at the crib. The best thing for me about being a father is knowing that I could be the one that my dad couldn't be to me.
What is this? What is happening?
The stills. I did not need the video.
Okay, now I gotta get back in the comments. Oh my god! Oh my goodness! You know what? Here's the thing. Oh, it's getting hot in here, bitch. Nelly.
No, you have to get in the comments, but go ahead.
So here's the problem. This feels so fucking forced.
Yes!
The adulation is it's too much. It's too much. Penny Wetter, Usher, stops by and tells us about. He's like, I could sit in cold water for a long time. What are y'all talking about?
The talent. I'm sorry. Less is more. Okay, pictures would have been fine. The interview, let me read it and like keep it pushing. That part. Thank you, Deacon. Nev said, we already showed that one. Nev's next comment. Same. Then these are the comments from our viewers. I'm just repeating it so you can hear it.
Wow.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa's in the chat. She's like, miss me on a toothpick too. That part. Oh my God. It was Jason. Jason, you see Jason's next comment?
No, I'm just going down the line. I'm going to go down kind of quickly, y'all.
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. Same.
Erykah Badu has a toothpick in her mouth on the cover of Mama's Gun.
You know what? Erykah doing it is like, okay, because whatever, that's not a regular thing she'd be doing. So Jason said, that was me that cross-referenced Usher and Monchichi. I was only referring to his helmet hairline. These are my
Well, no, I knew exactly what you were getting at. And trust, you were not the first person to compare him to one of those animated creatures. Yeah, but here's the thing. Usher, here's the thing. We know everybody got something. Like, Usher's a good-looking man, but people clown him for their hairline. Just like Rihanna has a big forehead, but she's also one of the most beautiful people in the world. So we clown each other for exaggerated features, but they're still attractive people. We know that.
Sure.
They were dad jeans. Usher, baby.
So, I'm waiting for you to get to Jason's next comment.
No, when did he shit in your cornflakes? She's like, Nevis is strong. No, it's a. Can we move on to the next topic? No.
It's in all caps. No. Jason said, "This nigga voice sounds like them future memes." Now, I don't know if you know, those future memes are him looking at his phone and him saying, "Hey girl, hey big head, I know that when I left you with the baby that wasn't right, but you know, I saw your mama the other day." Like that. Like it's like a whole series of them. They're fucking hilarious.
I like the one with him in the money phone. Y'all know how the rappers used to do the money phone, and Jay came out and said that shit is stupid, and then Future was like, "Fuck Jay," and he posted another one with the money phone.
Oh Jesus. Okay. All right. We gonna move on to the next topic because we hard out at 8 o'clock. Okay. Orenthal James Simpson is dead. So the headlines covering this were literally all over the place. Some people were like, yeah, the murderer died. And they were like, oh, the guy who got acquitted. And they were like, the famous running back. Literally all over the place. So where were you June 13th, 1994? I was in my mama's house, sitting on her sofa. I thought I was watching the playoffs, but I don't think there was a game that day. I was watching something, though, that got interrupted by that goddamn Ford Bronco low speed, hours long, crazy ass chase. Antoine, do you remember where you were?
Yeah, so I was always at work. So
okay.
My two good Judys, who you will meet on Saturday.
Oh yay!
Look. One of them is a judge now, and the other one,
Judy.
The other one is married to a former RFK speechwriter.
Oh,
we're gonna have an interesting conversation about that tomorrow night. But I used to their room when I would go to my room, I had to pass my friend's room. We were part of this summer enrichment program in college. So I tried to go to my room and they were like, nigga. And they pulled me in and the Bronco was on the TV. And I'm like, what is happening? They're like, they're chasing OJ. We don't know what's going on. That's where I was.
Yeah, I looked up. Yeah, Nev, I thought it was a Bulls game too, but I looked up like NBA playoffs 1994 season, like, because I was trying to track this down because I was trying to remember, but I can't. I don't know. So if somebody actually knows, Tony, thank you, Tony. Tony was like, the Pacers game was interrupted. I was at Notre Dame for summer school. They broke into the game. We were pissed. Thank you. I was like, I knew I was watching fucking basketball.
Okay. And by the time I got there, they were already whatever was interrupted had been interrupted. They were into the chase.
Yeah. So CJ, I was a child and it was my birthday. Girl. We understand. That was actually one of the memes that I did a screenshot of and sent in the email to you guys. It was a picture of Megan. You know, Megan Thee Stallion always got a given great face. And she's just looking like, what? And it says Orenthal. And then Reagan Gomez is like, I forget some of you motherfuckers were not alive when this happened.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a grown ass man by the time it happened. I was still yeah.
So the Bronco was June 13th, 1994, right? And I forgot that Ron Goldman was returning sunglasses. Like, think about it. You're like, oh, let me just drop these sunglasses back off in my girl's crib. The homies. So then, sorry, actually, my bad. June 13th was when, that's why I was fucking confused. June 17th was the fucking Bronco chase. My bad, y'all. So 1995, the trial kicks off, right? And then these names became household names: Judge Ito, Christopher Darden, Marcia Clark, Johnny Cochran, Alan Dershowitz, Boo, and of course, Rob Kardashian. So then the next important date is, where were you when the verdict came out? October 5th, 1996. I was in South Africa. So,
oh, wow.
Right. And,
light flex. Shit.
I was trying to see the world. And it was interesting because I was surrounded mainly by people of my same skin tone. Right. So, but it was still like a suppressed, like, yay, because we were in a different country and it's just like, okay, I don't even try and get beat up. But that reaction was shown and discussed ad nauseum because you have Black people cheering, you have white people in thorough dismay. Mm-hmm. And it just goes to show you, again, racial dynamics in this country. Because, and Antoine, you can tell me what you think. I do think a lot of us were like, he did it. But the way that the prosecution went about, like, you had dropping the N-word and fucking up the evidence and like all this stuff. And OJ stopped being Black a long time ago. What do you say? I'm not Black, I'm OJ, right? Like, he's known for that.
Literally heard a story today where OJ was at a gala of some sort. And this isn't through OJ. This is through a friend, someone who was also well known. I don't know who this person was, though. He said he was at the gala and he said they heard this table full of white women say, oh my God, OJ is over there at that table with a bunch of niggers.
I saw that clip.
The guy was like, OJ, how does that make you feel? And he was like, I don't feel no type of way about it. It actually makes me happy. And the guy's like, it makes you happy. And he was like, she recognizes that I was with the niggers and I wasn't one of them. I said, God damn, it's post-racial America when it comes to OJ.
Okay, right. I'm not black. I'm OJ, right? Mm-hmm. As Jay-Z so famously reminded us.
Yeah. Okay.
So I do think a lot of us black people were like, yeah, he's guilty. However, the way the system has been set up, we don't get away with shit. Okay. And I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong at all. Like, if he legitimately murdered those people and there's good, strong evidence that he did, then yes, he should have gone to jail. But again, the police fucked up. They fucked up evidence, chain of evidence. They fucked up. They dropped an N-word left and right all over the place. So you had evidentiary issues. And then just the nature of this country, people still pissed off about Rodney King. Again, I'm not saying it makes sense. I'm just understanding the different dynamics at play and why you had such a strong reaction from black people, even though he stopped fucking with us a long time ago, and why you had the reaction from white people because they're like, oh my God, justice hasn't been served. Can y'all have that same energy for Trump? Please? Can y'all please? So Tony, wait, where are we at? Jason said I was at work, the world's first all high-tech dedicated PR firm. I was the only black employee. When I tell you they were distraught. You know, Chavez, I just saw a comedian's routine, and he was talking about that too. He's like, I don't think OJ possessed the skills to pull off what happened. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. So first, I was in a really unique situation when the verdict came down. I had a job at a gigantic junior high school in the same town as my college was in. Bloomington Junior High School. And the staff there was mostly white. The help was mostly black. So I was a hall monitor. I'm a college student, but the school is so big, they hired outside help to be hall monitors to make sure the kids wasn't doing like ratchet shit in the hallways. So I had that job for years. So when the verdict came down, everybody knew it was about to happen. So everybody went to the break room. All the teachers, the vice president, the vice principal, the principal, everybody was in that break room. And when that verdict came down, all the niggas cheered and all the white people were highly upset.
Yes, they had pictures of that. Like, I remember the picture outside the courtroom, outside the courthouse, and you clearly have black people like in a state of like exhaustion and like celebration, and white people are just looking distraught. Yeah.
But the other thing too is, and I think because you're talking about a few years after the Rodney King situation and all those officers were acquitted, this for black people, and this gets lost. This had nothing to do with murder for niggas. It was about the fact that the way the law is supposed to work, if people are tampering with evidence and they're showing racial bias against the person and they're doing things to make it look like, it's like if he was guilty, let the law do its thing. And if he's guilty, he'll be found guilty. But you got all this other baggage that made it look like maybe he didn't do it. Maybe he was framed. And, and you take that into consideration. And I also agree, after the fact, when, I learned some things that I didn't know about, I don't know this to be factual, but remember, OJ has kids from 2 different marriages. His son, I don't know if it's multiple ones, but apparently he had a son with Nicole that had some issues. And the son had issues with Nicole, and there is actually
that's the son from the first wife. He had 2 kids from that first.
That's the older from the second one.
That's Nicole's, but they were younger. They were like children, because there was a whole custody battle and that he ended up winning to take them. The kids he had with Nicole. So no, because that was one of the theories. And Karen mentioned it, and I was going to say that his son was
the son from the first marriage.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so the son from the first marriage apparently had an altercation with Nicole.
Yes.
Okay,
I had heard that. Mm-hmm.
So there are allegedly some mental health issues going on there. And there's a theory that he did it and that OJ didn't want his son to go to jail, so he took the rap for it. But here's the thing. You allow us to entertain theories like that when you have racist-ass police officers tainting evidence.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to think? We don't trust you to begin with. So yeah, it was about it also was about progress in the sense that white people with a lot of money get away with shit all the time. And wow, oh my God, a little that is trickling over into nigga land.
Yeah,
sometimes we can do it too. So that's what it was about for black people. We were not celebrating this woman getting murdered.
So no, not at all. That's
and this man, I always forget about the other person that died too.
And this is the sad part. But that's what I'm like, and I didn't want to get super into this because it's very nuanced. There's a lot to unpack there, but exactly, like there was a lot of layers to it. And Chavez said, I don't think OJ possessed skills to pull off what happened. A lot of people feel that way. I said, all right, sorry. Tony said, unpopular opinion. I don't think he did it. If he did, he didn't do it alone. I'm more of the mind he hired someone. Again, a lot of people thought the same thing. And like I was saying, Karen said I was reminded of a theory that OJ's son did it because I did read a long about that like years ago. Chavez said it seemed like a professional hit. That's another theory a lot of people have said. I will say this, since it happened, there was a couple different stories that I saw on Twitter where people who had signed NDAs from shit that he did when he was like at USC, shit that he had done in other instances where he had severely battered women. And there's also evidence that we were not told about, that Judge Ito did not let in. So I don't motherfucking know. He did. Goodbye to this man. So I want to say this. 2 years later, he was found civilly liable for wrongful death, right? Because in the civil trial, other shit came in and they were like, yeah, nah, fuck that. $33 million. They never got all of it. And then in 2007, remember y'all, he led an armed robbery to take back his like sports memorabilia stuff. I think his Heisman trophy, like whatever, the shit that he had to sell or got taken from him, whatever. He was trying to steal it back. Crazy. He was found guilty of that. It's convicted for 33 years, which, $33 million, 33 years. He served 9 and then was out on parole. And CJ mentioned this though, 2016, FX did The People versus OJ. And then also that same year, there was an Oscar winning documentary, OJ Made in America. Both of them shits was fucking phenomenal. And I remember I was in the middle of a motherfucking heartbreak. It was an ugly time. So I was in the house just watching everything. I didn't leave my house. I lost weight. But the shows was good, okay? them shows was good.
CJ said this is the Reach Olympics.
Yeah, Kristen's like, with skills though, the crime was messy as fuck. There is the way, I'm not getting into the full details because I've been reading stuff like the last 24 hours, but it's a lot. And it doesn't, why relitigate it? The nigga's dead now. Like
Wait a minute. Neg abuse issues as a teen and as an adult. Because the only thing I know that alludes to that is his father was a cross-dresser. I knew that part.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, both Marvin, the two that stand out are Marvin Gaye and OJ, both of them. And OJ used to talk about it openly. Yeah. Speaking of, even though it's not the same thing, Caitlyn Jenner came out and said good riddance, didn't she?
But then somebody called her, shut up, you fat, whatever, #West Side. I was like, what is happening? Is Caitlyn Jenner fat now? Like, it was weird. It was weird.
And somebody also said, didn't you kill somebody in that car accident that you ran away from? And I'm like, and you know what Caitlyn said? Caitlyn was like, it's real cute or whatever that you're trying to compare a fucking murder to an accident that involved multiple vehicles. Please get back on message.
Fair. Sorry. I need to focus a little bit. So I will say this. Obviously, the trial ushered in a whole new way of us taking in news, right? People were riveted. That was the first trial that we all collectively watched as a nation. It was televised. I think that was the first trial that was televised, maybe to that extent. I don't know. Can't remember the full history of that part, but I know it had all of us riveted. Almost took out the goddamn soap operas. So one of the youngers was like, I don't know. I don't believe y'all. The olds keep saying that people were glued to the screen watching this. I don't believe that. Okay, first of all, if your ass was not alive, I'm gonna need you to not comment on what you thought or did not like think whatever. I don't give a fuck. What you thinking about? You were not here. All right. So
fuck
if
them
people
kids.
are telling you, okay, you know what? Let me take a breath. Karen said, I want to read out Karen's comment out loud. If anything should come out of OJ's death, is for Black men to get their prostrate checked on the regular. Relinda said, better to be rich and guilty than poor and innocent. That's all the OJ trial proved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So look, so it'll be No, I know. So,
no, I look, I'm not gonna say OJ wasn't. I know his father was. And yeah. Jason was alluding to something, you know, maybe there was some element of it. But usually if your dad is a cross-dresser, you are going to be the furthest thing from it, because if the people in the neighborhood know, you're going to be fucking ridiculed for that.
Well, so just going back again to like the money he spent on that trial, which we will hopefully maybe possibly get to about the money Trump is spending on his trial. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with Puffy. You know, because he got a lot of money, but Russell had to dip out of town. So I don't know. We will see what happens.
I don't think Puffy going to jail.
I kind of don't think so either, but we'll see. Karen said, thank you. Someone on TikTok that Jenner out there making ghosts too. Lord help me.
Yeah.
Moving on. So wait, where are we? I mentioned documentary. I mentioned the FX's show. Wild to me.
This is no fun.
Wait. So he fought Nicole's parents for custody and he won, which is quietly a little wild. Okay. Like, even though he was acquitted, there clearly is a lot of crazy shit popping off. You know what I'm saying? So like, then they tried to take custody of the kids, but he got custody and then moved them to Miami. And here we are. All right. So moving on, because I want to talk about Trump. Trump's hush money trial begins on Monday. Here's what to expect. So this is the first former president ever to stand trial in a criminal case. He has desperately been trying to get this shit postponed. Okay. Just like pulling out all types of crazy motions and shit out of his ass. It ain't working. They might be filing motions this weekend. It ain't gonna happen. Jury selection start on Monday. Get ready. Get ready, you orange orangutan asshole. Like, just get ready. Okay. Here's the thing. They're saying the trial is supposed to be expected to last 6 to 8 weeks. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think this shit going to last longer because jury selection is supposed to last 1 to 2. Yeah. But Cohen has already gone to jail for this. So, you know, we'll see. Jury selection, there's 42 questions, some of which are, what news sources do you follow? Have you ever attended a Trump rally or protest? Have you ever been a part of, and they list a bunch of white supremacist groups. Like, them questions, I meant to actually look at them, but they got real detailed. The jury is anonymous because Trump acts like he's the mob and can't be out here trusted with people's names. Oh shit, where to go? Oh, the questionnaire was available, but I ain't got time to go down that road. So the charges are 34 counts, first degree falsifying business records. He faces a maximum of 4 years if convicted. All right, I have to laugh at that. So alleging is that he repeatedly and fraudulently falsified New York business records to conceal criminal conduct that hid damaging information from the voting public during the 2016 presidential election. So in the final days, Cohen's paid porn star Stormy Daniels $130,000 to be quiet about the sex that she had with Orange Hitler in 2006, which is just a few months after Melania had Barron. This is so fucking messy and trifling, but this is y'all Messiah. Okay. After he was elected, Trump reimbursed Cohen. Cohen was like, yo, where's my money? And Trump was like, it's going to come through FedEx. But like the White House, these channels take a little bit of time. So you got to just wait a minute.
Because you have to launder it. That's why you can't just hand them the money. It needs to be laundered. It needs to look like you're paying them for services rendered.
That part. So in 2018, Cohen pled guilty to violating campaign finance laws. And he said he did so at the direction of the candidate, aka individual one, for the principal purpose of influencing the election. Again, to be clear, the submission was related to hush money paid to Stormy Daniels, right? And they asked Cohen if he knew what he did was illegal. He said yes, because this is what happens when you plead guilty, right? So,
no, he got him on tape too.
Yes. So who will testify? Cohen obviously is key guy, and he said, "Prepare to be surprised." I'm like, more surprises. Ooh, next week. Well, not next week because jury selection.
The prosecutor, Bragg said that. Who said who?
No,
or Cohen?
Cohen
He said, "Prepare to be surprised." They didn't release the recording to the public, right? So we've never heard this before. Because he didn't give it overwhelmingly. They raided his residence and got it. They knew he had it because he said he had it. They raided his residence, got it, and we know
that was before. I mean, because once he went to jail, he was like, "I'm done fucking with that dude. I'm gonna help y'all get whatever information you need." Yeah, no. After he went to jail, because Trump let him go to jail, right? Like he was like, "Oh, I'm out here been doing your dirt for like decades, and you about to have me out here hanging out to dry? Nah, we done here." So, who will testify? Cohen, obviously Stormy Daniels, and of course he tried to get both of them kicked out. Judge was like, "Nah, they gonna be here. They get to take the witness stand." Stormy's former attorney, who handled the negotiations over the payment. Also, Karen McDougal, who you guys remember was a former Playboy model, who had an affair with him as well. And she received a check from the Inquirer. Hope Hicks is probably making an appearance. He has to be there every day from 9:30 to 4:30. The trial is off on Wednesdays. But I don't does he even have the attention span to sit in the courtroom for that? Like, he can't get up and walk out and storm and have a fucking tantrum like he did with that civil shit. He can't do that. He got to sit there and he got to take it.
The other woman, the Playboy model,
Karen McDougal.
Yeah. She said that they basically had a relationship. Like, and then it just fizzled out at some point. But yeah. And the fact that because I saw a thing about her before this happened. Mm-hmm. And so she was like, "Yeah, I did the interview, but then it never came out." And then we found out that Cohen paid the Inquirer for it, and that's why it never came out. But the idea that they thought this would never come to light is well, I guess it didn't matter. It just mattered that it came out later, as long as it didn't come out.
You know what, Antoine, about that? What also is, and we've already seen this, but just again, another example of it is how many people were involved and invested in making sure this motherfucker made it to the White House, right? Yeah. All these people who were like, "We're gonna keep these secrets. We're gonna pay off people." Like, this was a lot of people involved in this process, right? True. And also remember, the comment about him grabbing pussies had just came out. And so this was about to come out next. And they're like, "We have to shut this down."
Oh, but remember though, what scared them was the video of him with Billy Bush. Stormy McDaniel is in the video. Did you see that clip?
I don't know. I remember him being outside the bus and that conversation he has with Billy Bush. Is it Billy? Yeah.
Yeah. He's with Billy outside the bus, and then
Stormy
this woman.
Somewhere in there? Stormy somewhere in that video?
Yes. That is what set this off. Oh. They had already done their due diligence with whatever they were trying to do to kill that story coming out. Then when they showed Stormy in the video hugging him, they were like, "Whoa, we didn't even know that was there." I swear I saw it today. I swear I saw that video today.
I didn't think it was her. It's a blonde chick, but I didn't think it was Stormy Daniels.
What I read said that was her, and that's what set it off. They were like, we have to remove any connection between him to her, because if someone sees this video, they're gonna put two and two together. That was my understanding. I could be wrong.
Oh no, I don't. That's not her. I don't know who this is, but that's not Stormy.
That's not.
Mm-mm. But look, they look enough alike, so blonde chick.
That's
so
me get my information. That's why Crescent is here, because I got my info from a source that wasn't reputable.
Because I feel like they would have made a bigger deal of that. Like,
that's what the source implied was. That's what freaked them out, was that they didn't know that she hugged him in the video, and they thought they had completely erased her from any connection with him.
If you knew you had slept with a porn star, and then you also had this affair with the Playboy model, right? And then you had this comment that resurfaced about you grabbing pussies. It's like, okay, where do we need to put out some possible fires? Okay, y'all need to go round up Stormy and Katie and cut them some checks, and so that I can go ahead and try it. Karen, sorry, not Katie. Sorry to this lady, my bad. Okay, sorry. So wrapping this up though, to reach a verdict, all 12 jurors must agree on whether Trump is guilty or not guilty. Cohen, again, I like to remind y'all, Cohen already went to jail on these exact same charges, but it was federal. Okay. Alan Weisselberg, I just want to mention this because I heard MSNBC talking about it. So he's back in jail. And I was gonna say he can't testify, but they can pull your ass out of jail to testify. But the thing is, they're not really sure how great of a witness he might be, because he's not necessarily expected to like cooperate against Trump.
And he also lied. And he also lied under oath already. He's not a reliable,
at all. And that's the thing about, they were saying in terms of Alvin Bragg's strategy, they're like, so what we gonna do is go ahead and you're gonna plead guilty to perjury and take your ass to jail right now. So that if they want to try and cart your ass out, you just pled guilty to perjury like a week ago. So what?
Right.
You are completely not credible.
Yeah.
I was like, see this black brilliance, see this black excellence. Okay. Cost of these trials. Much of the spending for this has gone through his Save America Political Action Committee, which has been siphoning off funds from campaign donations, right, and the RNC. And in February, which is the last month, something, the committee doled out $5.6 million on legal fees alone. All told, Trump has spent more than $100 million on lawyers and other legal costs since he left office. And these lawyers, they're like, you need to give us a significant amount of money up front because we don't trust your ass. You don't pay your motherfucking bills. Right.
You can't have somebody running for president with all these fucking cases.
Yeah. No, Callum, it's not, people aren't saying that he had an affair with Stormy. That was just an exchange. They're saying he had an affair with Karen, the Playboy model, right?
Yeah, that lasted for years. The Playboy model, that lasted for years. One time, there was something that she said. She was at an event or something, and she met, because I think by that time he was with Marla Maples. And she made some comment. It was almost like Trump was getting off on the fact that he knew he was fucking her, and he was at this event with his current wife, and the wife didn't know about it or something.
Gross.
Don't quote me on that. Obviously, I'm off today.
That's okay. Gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tony said, criminal court's a different animal. His bullshit won't fly there. Oh, that's what it was. Tony's other comment. He said, without an act of Congress, his Secret Service detail has to go to prison with him. Anyway, so moving on, because we're wrapping this up soon. First, it was sneakers. Then he was like, I'm like y'all because they prosecuted me and I'm innocent. Bullshit. In terms of like his outreach to black people. Now this motherfucker done showed up at Chick-fil-A in motherfucking Atlanta and got black people in there like fawning all over him and hugging him and shit. Well, it turns out she used to work for Candace Owens, the chick who was the ringleader of this whole thing. And it was, of course, all fucking stage. And there was a statement from Lord help me. Spellman and Morehouse. I think it's called Spellhouse Democrats. That's why I'm like thrown off. So Spellman and Morehouse were like, we don't, as an institution, we don't condone, support none of this insanity. Because it was a bunch of allegedly.
I didn't see this.
There. That just happened like within the last like 24 hours. Because they've been showing this video of this black woman hugging him and talking about, oh my God, don't believe the headlines. Black people love you.
Wow.
Yes. But the fact sneakers, prison time and like these charges, like criminal charges, and now you in Chick-fil-A.
I mean, and it's Chick-fil-A.
This is what I'm saying. Like, but chicken and black people. Like, this is like, come on.
Well, for me, it's like but for me, Chick-fil-A is already problematic because of some, it's just it's a clusterfuck of problems with everything about that.
You're not wrong. Right. That's what it is.
Niggas and chicken, Chick-fil-A, homophobia, Trump, pussies. It's a lot.
So Jamie Harrison, who is the spokesperson for, that's not the guy. Jasmine Harris, somebody different, but y'all names are very similar. She was like, thinking black voters relate to Donald Trump because he spent 20 minutes handing out freebies at a fast food restaurant is yet another insult to our intelligence. And a perfect example of how disingenuous his outreach to black voters continues to be. Just a fucking mess. He's so fucking trifling. I wanted to share that. And then, okay, it is 8:00. Last, this is what we're going to wrap up with. Look, Biden is out here trying to hook you motherfuckers up, okay? In total, the Biden administration has authorized the cancellation of $153 billion in student loan debt for nearly 4.3 million people. So he's rolling out another aspect of this. supposed to forgive another as part of it, 7.4 billion for more than a little over 250,000 borrowers. So, and what I think is happening, I want to read a little bit more about this, but he's eliminating the interest, because you hear these people talking about my taxpayer dollars is my taxpayer dollars that. What it is he's eliminating interest. So most people have paid back more than what they took out. And so right, yeah. So that's what's being forgiven.
I done tripled, I think.
Okay. So one of the congressman was on TV talking about, he was like, he has a constituent that took out $60K. He paid on that for 20 years. Now still owes $119,000.
Yeah.
That's the amount that was forgiven.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Right. So it's not costing taxpayers what people, and definitely what Republicans are trying to say that it's costing people. Like, this money been paid back. It's just this interest bullshit.
I want to see him at Louisiana Fried Chicken. That would be impressive. Louisiana.
Look,
churches.
No, Antoine, he needs to roll his ass in a Waffle House. Then I want to see what happens next. Especially in Atlanta.
He might run into T.I.'s son at Waffle House. And you never know what might go down if that happens. Because T.I.'s son stand on business, nigga. You never know.
Okay. Can you imagine everybody from the kitchen just coming over the counter just to take this nigga out? Like, get out of here.
But T.I.'s son is a rapper, and them rappers be fucking with Trump. Although T.I. famously released a video where he portrayed the president, and he had a Melania lookalike coming in there to give him head in the video. It was so disrespectful.
Gross. Okay, so last thing about the student loan shit. Currently, a total of 18 states are suing the Biden administration to try and make this not happen. So again, if you a black person out here with some motherfucking student loans, fuck it, I'm sorry, not black person. If you're a person out here with student loans, how are you voting for them assholes? How? Biden is trying to look out for you, and they're trying to shut that shit down. Help me understand this.
I know a lot of my family calls me every time this happens. They check and see if you get some. But every time it's it's something I already knew about, because I think this one has something to do with a portion of it were people that worked in the public sector, because they each section they keep kind of working with. So yes, the public sector people, but then also the whole 20 years out of school you've been paying on it. I did. Now the one that I qualified for was, I'm one of the people, and this is the one that's still on hold. I'm one of the people where they kept saying, "Oh, just put it in forbearance, you'll be fine." And then that just all the interest kept accruing. And they were it was bad advice that they were giving to you, because your loan, the amount kept going up exponentially. So you're supposed to get a break on that. I haven't seen that yet. That's one that they were fighting back on, I guess. But I can't wait for that one to trickle down into my fucking lap.
Yeah, so that's what he's working on to make happen basically over the next couple months or so. So look, Karen said, "I've never seen Trump look more uncomfortable when that black woman hugged up on it."
I can't wait to see this. I haven't seen any of this.
Also, I saw this right before we went on the air. I just saw an ad with Whitley, Dwayne Wayne, and Kamala Harris talking about HBCUs and the loan forgiveness. It was so cute. I love it. Yay!
Wow.
So okay, yeah, I told y'all. Okay, it's 4 minutes past 8:00. It's whatever. Thank you guys for watching. It's probably the shortest show y'all seen in a minute. Get used to it.
Yeah. And y'all do know we're not here Monday. Did we tell them that already?
We told them on Wednesday, but we should mention it again.
Yeah, we won't be here on Monday. Oh, yeah, I guess full disclosure at this point, I can say it now. So I didn't have, because my cousin posted it on Facebook publicly, so I can say it. I didn't do anything for my 50th birthday in January, and
we went to dinner, Negro.
No, I mean I didn't do a big party. I'm sorry. Sorry, that's what I meant. Well, and Crescent knows this because she was initially in charge of a big party that I was going to have, and that fell through. So
circumstances, out of my control.
She did something really nice for me in lieu of that. So yeah, sorry I spoke out of turn. But since my family is so large, I have 3 other cousins that turned 50 within 12 months of me. So we're having a joint party in Chicago. So I won't be coming back here until Monday evening. That's why we can't do the show. I'll literally be on a plane when we're supposed to be taping. So yeah. So celebrating for what, January, February, March, April, 3 months later.
It's happening within the year. You good?
Yeah.
Look, like the show. I don't know how to use the male voice to get y'all to do it. Antoine, tell them to like the show.
Like the show. We only down 3. It's 7. Okay. It's 10 watching. 3 of y'all have not liked because it's 7 likes in there.
That number always be stressing me out. So just like the show. Because we'll talk after. Thank you, Karen. Karen said it was a tight show. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back next Wednesday. We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday.
Look at Dion. You see Dion's comment?
The wretched. What's the wait?
It's from the Cosby Show. Remember Vanessa went to Baltimore to see the wretched and have big fun. Oh, Antoine.
Oh, there's like 3 episodes I didn't see. There's like 3 I didn't see.
No. That is, I mean, the only other one is when they were all singing Ray Charles. That's the only other one.
That's the classic. Yeah. That's the classic. Also, the Gartrell, the Gavin Gartrell, the shirt. That one. That's a classic too. I don't know if I saw this one with the wretched. That's why I didn't get it. Sorry, Dion. Dion to be that side of it. He can read me for Phil.
Dion, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. Okay, so.
Thank you, Nefertari. Okay, so yeah, we go. I'm so. Yo, this party is literally driven me crazy for the past 2 months. I can't wait to see everybody, but I can't wait for it to be over too, so I get back to my life. I ain't even in charge of it. Oh my God, it's the most stressful thing I've participated in years. So, okay, toodles to you niggas. We'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks for watching.